What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jason, and welcome to the Raven Space. Today, we are going to react to Dan Patrick talk about Lamar Jackson and whether he'll be franchised. Scary stuff. Let's get into it.
What's the poll question we're thinking about going with today?
We got a few possibilities. One is should, or you might say, will Kyler Murray's injury affect Lamar Jackson's contract status? Yes.
So, unfortunately, guys, I'm going to give my opinion before he gets his opinion. The answer is yes. You guys know that anytime a team has any leverage, they're going to use it. This is the NFL. It's the big leagues. They're going to use that leverage against Lamar Jackson. They're going to say, hey, Kyler has a similar, even though it's not really that similar, run style as you have. You've been injured this year. We've seen Kyler get injured for a long time now. What's going to happen? We can't put all that money into you. I think that's going to happen. And Lamar's going to have to stand his ground. We'll go to another team, and that's just the truth of the matter. Scary stuff. I hope it doesn't get to that, but I think it will. Let's see what Dan Patrick has to say.
Yes or no?
Okay. It shouldn't, but I think I've been on record for the last 2 years. Something is up there with the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. Now you can say, well, he doesn't have an agent. It's his mom. What was he waiting for?
Can we cut this agent smash out? Sorry, that was the use for a different word. Again, I don't think it's because of the agent. I think the Ravens really don't want to give a fully guaranteed contract. And there have been quotes from Steve Bisciotti saying that he will never give out a guaranteed contract to any player. So that's what I really think the issue is.
Or once Deshaun Watson signed his deal, that's when I thought, if I'm Lamar Jackson, I say, I want that deal. That's what I want. But this is it. I think the Ravens will franchise him. I would, because, he was an MVP a couple of years ago. Can he stay healthy? How long do those quarterbacks last? 8 years? 9 years? Look at Cam Newton. Cam's still younger than, I think, 4 starters in the NFL. But
So there's a couple things on that point. One, Cam Newton had a much, much more aggressive running style than Lamar Jackson had straight off the bat. Second, this paradigm of quarterbacks playing into their late 30s, that's a new thing, right? In the history of the league, that has not been happening. So that's a new thing. So I don't think it's fair to compare Cam Newton to that. But I will say, though, his run style was so much more aggressive. Lamar Jackson has shown you throughout the years, he never gets hurt running the ball. He gets hurt when the offensive lineman can't protect, like every other quarterback in the league. Again, Russell Wilson has been hurt. No one's questioned that, right? Joe Burrow's been hurt. No one's questioning that. Now, again, I understand that one of the big upsides of Lamar Jackson is his running ability. And if he doesn't have that, that does hinder him. But I think we've never given him a chance to throw the ball consistently from the pocket like these other quarterbacks have a chance to, in my opinion.
if you're going to pass on $200 million, you're Lamar Jackson. I don't know if I'm the Ravens, I don't know if I go, you know what? You didn't want $200 million. We're going to give you $230 million. I just don't see it happening. But I don't.
Again, sorry, I'm trying to let him talk, but I got to clear up these misconceptions. It wasn't $200 million. It was a $200 million contract, not $200 million guaranteed. That is what he wanted. Guaranteed money, not a contract where only 130 is guaranteed, like Kyler Murray's, and then the rest is in bonuses and incentives. That's what the difference is.
I don't know if they're related. Even though they're similar quarterbacks, I don't know if they're related. But I felt, though, for the last 2 years, it didn't feel like the Ravens were all in or something was not synced up there. Yeah, Paul.
Lamar Jackson this year, his stats are similar to last year. Last year was his worst season, 16 touchdowns, 13 picks. This year, 17 touchdowns, 7 picks. Of course, he's running the ball well. Do you think that the Ravens are going to be extra cautious when they see what happened with Kyler Murray's deal or Russell Wilson's deal? Because once you lock this down, that's a minimum 4-year commitment for Lamar Jackson. And running quarterbacks going into the 30s, I don't know if that's what people sign up for.
Yeah, I don't want to sign up long term for that. I just don't.
Then stop calling the plays. Then stop calling the plays to do that. Again, look at what happened to Tyler Huntley. Tyler Huntley's not a running quarterback. Stop calling plays where he runs the ball. Right. Most of these runs are giving him either the option or they're just straight Lamar Jackson run plays. Stop calling them. Okay, call the same plays that Tom Brady calls. Oh, Greg Roman can't call plays like that. He's never could. So that's the issue. You want to protect them. You want them to last longer. Protect your investment and stop calling those plays.
Even Kyler, and you went early on that contract for him. I understand you go early for Mahomes and Josh Allen. Kyler Murray hadn't proved anything to me. Lamar Jackson has, but he still makes me nervous. I mean, Cam Newton is 32 years of age. He's not in football any longer. That style does take its toll on you, but I don't put in
Totally different style.
Russell Wilson's contract into this equation. I mean, that was just they got give credit to Seattle. They made a great deal. And did you see where we might have some fiscal sanity with a quarterback and his agent with Geno Smith? Because if I'm Seattle, I say to Geno, we're going to give you $25 million a year. We're going to give you a 2-year deal, 25. I mean, let's say they give him 30. I don't know. But I saw where the number was a little over $20 million. And that we're going to give this to you, reward you, but we're going to take a quarterback with that high draft pick that we're getting. And I've said all along that if you...
I don't know where we're getting to Geno. Geno Smith is not the same level of player. Geno Smith is having a great season. Shout out to him. But also, don't forget that a couple years ago, people thought Geno Smith couldn't play in the league. No one's ever thought that about Lamar. Actually, there's been times that people thought Lamar was the best player in the league. Any position, right? Because of his way to affect the game, right? So again, I'm going to finish and I get it that contracts have gotten out of hand. I get that. But it's always been that way. And it upsets me that when Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes got their contracts, no one ever said that they weren't worth it. Josh Allen proved the same thing, and Josh Allen actually has a more aggressive running style than Lamar Jackson does. But for some reason, when it comes to Lamar, people love to hate. It's crazy. It's crazy.
You get quarterbacks who understand, or their agents go, here's a soft landing for both, and my guy can stay as the starting quarterback there. That, to me, makes the most sense. Instead of if Geno Smith goes, hey, look at the year I put in, I want $40 million. Well, I'm not paying you $40 million. But if I pay you $25 and I give you $50 million guaranteed contract, 2 years, you signing up for that? I hope he does. Yeah, Paul.
You can find articles in August where Seattle's being questioned. What are they doing as a franchise? What's Pete Carroll doing? You go into the season with Geno Smith and Drew Lock at quarterback. No one bought into either of these two guys. Now they're in a position where Geno Smith may be the answer.
Okay, all right. So it sounds like I'm gonna end it here because it sounds like they're just talking about Geno, and I'm not. That's not what we're here for. That's not this channel. The Seahawks space, they probably talk about that. But again, yes, I do think there's a large chance that Lamar Jackson will get franchised. Roquan Smith has been playing great. I think the way the Ravens are building their team, they've always built it to put money on the defense, let Lamar Jackson do his thing. And I think that's going to keep on happening. And I think they're going to franchise Lamar right now. That's where I'm at. Franchise Lamar. And then when it comes to Roquan, give him a long-term deal. It's going to be tough. I mean, I hope that's something that will make a player just not want to deal with you the first chance they get, right? Because again, you can say whatever you want to say. Lamar Jackson has given his everything to the Baltimore Ravens in terms of playing football on the field, in the community. Everyone loves him. And again, we're not going to get closer to a Super Bowl by getting rid of Lamar. We get closer to a Super Bowl by giving Lamar some pieces on offense, like a receiver, to help make him get to the next level. So Thank you guys so much for watching. I want to know your comments. Oh, sorry. I want to see your comments in the description below. Tell me how you feel. Are the Ravens going to franchise Lamar? You guys let me know. Thanks, and go Ravens.